Reallyfe Street Stars. We Krystall Popping in the motherfucking building.
What's up? Hey, how you doing?
Man, before we get into it, for everybody ain't knowing deaf, dumb, stupid, living up under a rock, man, tell them where you from.
Yo, what's up? My name is Krystall Popping, and I'm from El Paso, Texas, baby.
El Paso in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
We're going to do it like this. Just give us a little bit of your upbringing, your childhood. Just give a little sample of that before we get right into the music.
So, my childhood, I basically grew up without a father. He passed away when I was really young. He was actually killed, and that made a really big impact for the rest of my life. Basically, it derailed a lot of things of my future. I had to grow up a lot quickly. My mother, she tried her best with 4 kids, and a lot of family members were helping her raise us and stuff. She was also at the time trying to get a job and keep us, fed and stuff. So it was a lot of that going on early on. And but I loved school, you know what I mean? I loved books. I loved getting good grades and stuff. So I was always, about school and stuff. And then there reached a time where I just started becoming antisocial and not really liking to be around people and stuff. And I just kept to myself. And during the time where I kept to myself, that's when I just started journaling. And I started writing my feelings and my thoughts on paper. And eventually, my journals just started turning into rhymes. Naturally, I didn't actually think one day I want to rhyme, one day I want to rap. It just happened. And I took my rhymes around with my friends, and eventually studios came up. I started recording, and then that's how I just
Hold on. So tell us about when you first started rapping for your friends. Tell us about that first experience. You ain't never rapped before nothing, but you want to show your friends what you can do.
The first time I really rapped in front of people was at a party, and I was drinking and feeling myself and shit.
Oh, that's that drunk Texas shit.
Yeah.
I like it. That's that Texas bullshit.
What I mean? It was a house party and shit, and
keep it real. Was you I done came down, Krystall fucking Popping?
Yeah,
was you on some bullshit like that?
I busted through cyber and shit. It was cool. I was just feeling myself, and I just spit one of these flows that I had written, in my journal and shit. And then some kids around are just yo, let's get in the studio. So that's when I started rapping. Literally after that party night was the first night I rapped in front of people. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Now, I got to ask you this, because we all Texas in here, right? We all Texas people, right? I want to ask you, because me growing up, man, we was heavily influenced by Swisher House and DJ Screw and shit like that. In El Paso, what was the scene out like that? Was that making it way up there?
Absolutely. You couldn't cross the street without hearing a car bumping DJ Screw. It's just screw tapes and stuff like that. My aunts, they were a little bit older than me. You know what I mean? My mom's sisters, they were always bumping all that shit. All that stuff for sure. Yeah.
Who did you fuck with out of that Houston scene? Because I feel like Houston growing up really had an impact on Texas as a whole, from the drink, the way niggas rapped and all that. Who was the one Texas artist that influenced you?
So me personally, when I was around middle school times, high school times, that's when I was starting to get into my own music, getting away from my parents' music and stuff. My mom, she was a hip hop head, so I grew up listening to UGK, Screw, all that, But when I was getting into music in the Houston that was coming over was Paul Wall, Slim Thug, that era, yeah. Chameleon era, that's what I was bumping when I was coming up too and shit, for sure.
Now, what time was it when you started taking the music seriously? I'm finna really start putting it together, a body of work.
I want to say I took it serious. I got in a professional studio setting around 2013, I want to say, around 2014, something like that. Yeah, and the crazy thing was that it was after, I was around people that were rapping, but all the studio sessions would turn into parties and shit, and I didn't like that because it was not productive. Right. So I met a producer who had a studio, But the thing was, I had to take 2 buses to get to a studio every day. It took me 4 hours to get there. So I had to leave my house 4 hours early before my session to make it. And I was paying for it. I didn't have a job. You know what I mean?
You deserve this shit.
I was just trying to make money any way I could.
Yeah.
So like that's when I really recognized like this was something I really liked and I had passion for, because before music or before studio sessions or anything like that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do in my life. I felt really lost. I was kind of like a lost kid. I didn't really have like anyone like pushing me towards anything, you know what I mean? Like school didn't pan out for me. So I was just really lost. Yeah. And then music just found me, you know what I mean? And it made me work hard for it and I love it.
That's crazy because you're really, really good at what you do. So I'm curious. I'm curious the journey of a female artist, right? Because I used to date a female artist and I seen some of the bullshit she had to go through just trying to work, like just trying to do a studio session, the engineer hit on you. Try to get a beat, the producer hit on you. Try to get a video, the videographer hit on you. Like, I know that's some bullshit after taking 2 buses. Yeah. So what was your experience like just trying to do music? Did you have to gravitate to a crew? Like, did you have to, you know, because that's what sometimes people do. They just gravitate to a crew for protection. Like, are you just independent? Like, how did you navigate trying to do your music?
So I definitely see how in the beginning, when females start, they're by themselves. You know, they don't have a crew. If someone doesn't start them, you know, they're out there, you know, with the wolves by themselves. So I was lucky enough to be in a setting where when I started recording, you know, in a professional studio, the people that were coming in and out of the studio were serious about their craft as well. And we started really clicking and we started making music together and eventually we made a group. And the group was called LFDC, which is Live from the Corner, because the corner, Texas is El Paso.
Amen. Now, what is the music scene like in El Paso?
So when I was running around the city, there was a lot of people. There was groups, there was people, you know, individually. There used to be a festival out there called Neon Desert and
oh wow.
And there was a local stage, and when you got like that local stage, it was like you were popping, you know what I mean? Like you, and so we were the LFDC got on mostly every year. Eventually, we moved on from the local stage to like the bigger, like legit artist stages where like, you know, like Wiz Khalifa was performing and stuff. So that was really cool. Like that was the scene when I was rocking. But then I left in 2015, I believe, and I really don't know how like what is going on right now. I hear things here and there, but I'm not really like in touch, like touching the people like that right now. But there's definitely people that are making music and very good people as well. Like there's definitely people, very talented people in El Paso.
Let me ask you this: do you think that your career would be as far as it was if you hadn't have left?
The only reason I'm gonna say no is because I feel like because I left, it forced me to do things differently, and it forced me to experience things that I would have never experienced had I not left. You know what I mean? I experienced, you know, other types of creatives, other types of studios, other types of music, and also mistakes I made that I wouldn't have learned from as well. Right. You know what I mean? But the cool thing that I feel like I do is I always come back home. I always try to come back home and try to, you know, give it back somehow. So I collaborate with people. I'm there. I'm getting ready to do a lot of music over there, perform and stuff. So like I want to show El Paso like what I've been doing this whole time and just kind of present it to them and show them what I've learned and stuff. So I feel like I love to do that for sure.
Man, let's get into this single you got, man. You got a single out right now.
Yeah.
32 flavors.
Yeah.
Big Jade.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas.
Yep.
El Paso linked up, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. 2
of the dopest MCs out of the state, you know what I'm saying? Representing, you know what I'm saying? Black and brown, united.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think that's dope. The video was crazy. How did you build that relationship with Big Jade? You know, that was like some unexpected shit. Cause
for sure.
You know, I didn't see that coming, but when I seen it, cause I seen it from her page initially, and I was like, yo, this is fire. Like, who is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
So I had already seen Jade before I met her in person. I had seen her on the gram just like doing her thing, you know, like in Houston, moving around. I was in and out of Houston at the time too, so you know I was tapped in. And eventually her manager started doing business with me as well. And he was suggesting, he was like, hey, you and Jade should work together. And I think it'd be a good move because you guys have a really cool vibe. I think you would sound good together. And I was just like, hell yeah, like that would be dope as, can I cuss? I'm sorry. I was like, that'd be dope as fuck. Nah, I was like, that'd be dope as fuck. Like she's like, her freestyles alone, man, like I respect her so much. She has her craft down and she is a hard worker. So I have so much respect for her. And the fact that she even agreed to do it and like, that was really cool. The first time I met her, that's when I knew like it was gonna click because the first time I met her, she was really welcoming and just like, oh, what's up? Like how you doing? Like
she's awesome.
She's cool as fuck. Like I really appreciate like the fact that, you know, she was down and stuff. And I really think that it shows in the music that we clicked, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the mixtape's jamming.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's dope.
Now
Hold on, wait, you said mixtape. Hold on. Cat out of the bag? You got a whole mixtape with Big Jade?
Yeah, we got a mixtape coming.
Oh, shit.
Whole mixtape, yeah.
So is it, okay, how many songs we talking now?
So we kept it short because, you know, we just want to turn up for the summer. It's 7 songs, but every song I'm telling you is one after the other, just like, damn. There's a secret feature on it, so I don't know if I can say it, but if you guys check it out, you're gonna see who the feature is. All I'm gonna say is that he's definitely a Houston legend.
Oh, that's hard.
And man, it's just dope. I'm so happy. Like I got the pre-save link last night, and I just started crying just because the whole process of putting the music together to seeing it mixed and then mastered and then like the video, just seeing everything unroll, it's just been a really dope blessing experience. And I'm just ready.
So is that organic? Did y'all just click so much it was like, man, fuck it, let's just go do a mixtape? Or
yeah, well, so our manager, Heavy, he suggested it. He put it in our ear. He's like, y'all should make a mixtape together.
Yeah, that's
And then
dope.
we're like, yeah, let's do it. I think it'd be dope as fuck. I think that'd be dope as fuck. And then just in the studio, we're just like one after the other. And we're just like, damn, like we're on a roll. So like we fucked it up.
Now, how did that video come about? Like, how was that for you? And like, just creating the image right there. How was that?
So believe it or not, that video had to come together quickly just because everything was happening so fast. Once the music was ready, it was like, we gotta shoot this next week type shit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So for like 3 days, I was running around town. I was looking for outfits. I was like getting all my stuff together and stuff. I'm calling Jade, like this is the concept. This is what we're doing. I got in contact with Dang, the one who shot the video. Yeah. And he was like, oh, I got this idea, you know, like you'd be like Miss Parker outside watering the grass. And I was like, damn, that's a good idea. Let's do that. And we were just kind of throwing our ideas together. And I was like, I want it colorful, you know, and this and that. He's like, I'm thinking the same thing. We just kind of like collaborated on ideas. And then we shot the whole video in one day. So like, yeah, it was really dope.
Now in that video, you got a whole lot of sex appeal.
Yeah.
And you know, right now you're dressed down.
Yeah.
Which would you say is more you? What is your more normal state?
Honestly, I feel like it's both. Like I feel like I get tired of one, so I go to the other one. Yeah. And then I get tired of that one, and I go to the other one. I could literally dress like this today, and tomorrow I'll be in like a tube top and like shorts and heels, like just because like that's how I'm feeling that day. You know what I mean? I definitely don't feel that I like just stay in one vibe. Like I just
gotcha.
I just do whatever I'm feeling.
Whatever you feeling.
Yeah.
Now, if there are 32 flavors, what flavor are you?
Poppin', cherry poppin'.
Yeah. Oh, she was ready for that.
Cherry poppin', okay.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, like I said, that's fire, man. And then I see you, linked with GT Garza a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all got some super fire songs. This one, is it the red raw first honey raw
gold honey?
Yeah, raw gold honey freestyle. I fuck with that shit, man.
Man, that was tight because G, I went on tour with him. That's how we met. One day, like we just went on tour. He's like, I really fuck with you. Like, I love how you perform. I like the way you rap. He's like, let's work together. Like, let's work on music. After tour, we went to Houston, and that was really the first time I went to Houston.
Oh shit!
And then we worked on that whole project. And I loved it just because I was like really putting together like something that I hadn't done before. You know what I mean? But I was having fun and really expressing myself. And just under the guidance of G, just under his guidance, like he is such a skilled rapper. Like he has his craft down so well that I learned so much just being like side by side with him. He taught me so much about the recording process, about just like the way to rap. Like, you know, I learned so much and I thank him for that. And that project, it was like a team effort, you know what I mean? And I really love the way it came together for sure. I think it's a really good representation of what I wanted to do at that time, which was in 2019. And I think now, like, I'm finally getting into that next level, you know, that next level.
It's so funny because it's like, listen to some of your songs, like you can go, your range is kind of out there. It's like, I hear you on some pop stuff. You got a song Poppin' that's like on some rave shit. Like you got a wide variety, but it seems right now you really like trying to hone in on the rap shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And keep it real with me.
Okay.
Do you respect a female artist that doesn't write her own lyrics?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it 100%, right? I respect the woman who writes her own lyrics first. Definitely, absolutely, because I write my own lyrics. And that's how I got into the game, and that's why I'm here. But I definitely understand that there are rappers and there's entertainers. And not all rappers can entertain, and not all entertainers can rap. But if you can entertain well and do it well, I mean, more power to you. You're a businesswoman, for sure. Like, there's no knocking that. Like, you can't say that that's not respectable, right? So I definitely see value in both, but I respect the female who can write her own shit because writing is not easy. Like, even for me, like, I've been writing this whole time, and to this day, like, sometimes I'll get stuck, and sometimes it's tough for me. So.
Do you ever feel like you said everything?
No, hell no. I think I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like y'all haven't even heard half the stuff I've made, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just excited to keep like putting all of this out because there's a lot of my story I haven't told, you know?
Do you ever feel like have a song that you like that you put out and you're like, I'm finna put this out again, like fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm finna hear this.
Yeah. For sure. I definitely have songs where I'm like, I put it out when I was like barely starting, but I feel like if I put it out now, it would go further. You know what I mean? For sure.
But speaking of like you spit some shit, like you have a song with GT Garza called My Enemy's Enemy, and on there you kind of got a little deep. You talked about losing your dad, and just you kind of went introspective on that. Like, do you have other songs like that where you touch on things like that? Or
I definitely do. I do.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are out right now, and there's a couple that are waiting to be put out for sure. And recently, I just feel like since after the tape, I got, this is like a party tape. It's a summer tape. It's a club tape. I got that out my system. Not out my system fully. I just like I took care of that. Now I feel like what I want people to hear next is my story. I want to get more introspective. I would definitely want to tell them a little more, be a little more real, be a little more personal with them. There's a song on Raw Gold Honey called The Desert Daisy, and I feel like that's a song that it definitely touches on me a little more personally too, so they can just get a taste of what I can do in that genre. But I definitely have way more to come, and I feel like in that wave is how you're gonna learn the most about me, for sure.
I feel like a lot of people co-sign you too, because I remember even before my boy hit me, Smooth Vega hit me about you. You know what I'm saying? And like I hear your name out there a lot. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think people gravitate to you specifically? I
don't know. I can only hope it's because I take this serious, as I do. Like, this is what I wake up to do, and this is what keeps me up at night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing exactly. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to waste time. I don't have time to waste. So like, let's do it. Like I'm showing up every day and I'm doing it. So I hope that's what people see in me.
What is a song that you like that if somebody else got in your car and heard you listen to it, they'd look at you like, what the fuck is this?
That what?
That they would look at you like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, like what song and I'm like, turn it off?
No, not song that you like something like out of, not in the genre of hip hop, but like a song that you like. If somebody got in your car and heard you listening to it, they would look at you funny.
Oh, okay, like just music I like.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's why I'm so versatile, because I like a lot of stuff. You mean like I could bump. You know who the Killers are?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I can sing every single word of every single album of everything they have. Like they're my favorite band, right?
Yeah.
So you probably don't think that I like the Killers, right? You know what I mean? Or shit, like what do I like? There's also like, I mean, there's some pop songs that I like. That's why I feel like I can do pop as well,
Right.
you know? So
I just asked because
acoustic, like Bob Dylan type music, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like you probably wouldn't expect me to like listen to stuff like that.
no, I just asked because a lot of people, you can hear that range in their music, like the influence of like anything but, because you know, if you listen to a certain individual and all they listen to is like drill music, because that's all they produce is this.
Yeah.
And your music is so much wider than that.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of things, and I never just stick to one thing. Like I go through phases. I feel like I go through a whole just like rock phase, like where I'm only listening to rock. But right now I'm listening to Kendrick. That's all, because I really want to like soak that up, because Kendrick's my favorite rapper.
Okay.
So like I'm just trying to soak up all like what is he thinking? What is he going through? You know what I mean? But then like when I want to take a break from that, I'll go listen to Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? Like type stuff.
Do you feel like Kodak washed Kendrick?
I don't respect that when people say that, because I think Kendrick let Kodak do his thing.
Yeah.
That's what I say. You know what I mean? I think he gave him a platform, and Kodak proved once again that he's a poet.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like he's a hood poet, and I feel like Kendrick allowed that to happen on his album.
What's the last hip hop debate you got into?
Last hip hop debate. Ooh, let me see. Because I'm always. It was probably about the Kendrick album, because I'm talking to people. Sometimes I'll talk to someone and they'll be like, "Oh, it's his greatest work," and then I'll talk to another person and he'll be like, "I turned it off on the first song. Shit was trash," and I'm like, "Trash? What the like? You know what I mean? Like that's my debate currently, is like the Mr. Morale.
Now, did you listen to the one song where he was going back and forth with his girl, cussing her ass out?
Hell yeah.
Now, does that represent anything you've ever been through?
Absolutely, man. It just gives me flashbacks. I'm like, oh, she is speaking through me. Like, wow. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, I know a lot of women can relate to that song for sure. And at first, I think that, like, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is probably one that I'm gonna listen to a few times and skip, just because it's so intense. But then I just started letting it play, and I'm really listening to like her pain, and I'm like, damn, I relate to this, and a lot of people are going through this. And the fact that he did it is just proving his genius. Like he turned an argument into a song.
A song. That was my favorite song.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: can a man come back from cheating?
Can a man come back from cheating?
Yeah.
Depends on the woman.
I'm asking you.
From me?
Yes, you.
No.
So wait. So cheating is just that's it.
Yeah.
So if he does everything right, he spoils you, all of that.
I took someone back once, and it was a mistake, and I never repeated the mistake again.
Okay, so hold on. What is cheating? Let's define cheating.
Like for
women, I ain't gonna lie, because women, y'all be having different.
Yeah, all y'all got.
I be like when a nigga double tap on a bitch pictures.
Exactly.
Like,
so look, there's cheating with your thoughts, and then there's cheating with your body.
You're right.
You know what I mean? You could cheat
you're
you're cheating with your thoughts, then you cheat with your body. Okay, you can also cheat with your heart, to where it's like you're falling in love with someone. You haven't touched them, but you're falling in love with someone.
Now, hold on. Sometimes it's men, we get penalized when the women like us too much. And we're like, well, what the fuck? It's not me.
If you're not doing it, like, I don't agree with that. Like, if it's a woman's fault, like, I can't get mad at you. But you know what you're doing if it's you. You know what I mean?
I knew one woman, she was like, my husband cheated on me. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. She was like, yeah, he's been having conversations with this woman at work about our relationship and asking her for advice.
And I was like, red flag.
I was like, when did he fuck though? She was like, oh no, he's not that type of guy.
Red flag.
But I was like,
No. Go.
You can't talk to somebody.
No, go talk to your boys. Go talk to a therapist.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Our boys gonna say
Look,
cheat on you.
And I'm gonna tell everyone out there. No, I'm gonna tell everyone out there. Women, do not let your man speak to another woman on your relationship. You don't do that.
But women do it all the time.
Women can talk to other women. Women can talk to other women, but when a woman starts opening up to a man about problems with her man, you're just opening a door.
Man,
So that's what I feel.
we're gonna edit that out.
Yeah.
Now,
Tour life. Let me ask you about tour life.
Yes.
Tour life. What is your favorite city to perform at?
My favorite city, I'm gonna say El Paso just because that's where that's a mad love.
Oh, that's got to be crazy.
It's
Go back to your
lit.
home city.
Yeah, it's always lit.
What
when
do
I
your
perform
ex-boyfriends be feeling like when they
there.
see that shit? Like, what
They
the
hit
fuck?
me up and I'm just like, forget about me. Like it didn't never happen, man. Yeah, like I've been doing bigger stages. I just opened up for Ice Cube in my city.
oh wow.
And that's where I got the shirt actually. And
Oh, so that
It was
motherfucker
at-
worth some money. That's worth some money to
yeah,
you.
hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it was at one of the biggest venues in town. And every local artist dreams about performing there. And since the day I started rapping, probably, like, I've dreamt of performing there, and I finally did it. And it was a real, like, full circle moment. Yeah.
Man, I've always wanted to do female artists put up with groupies. Y'all have groupies?
Rubies?
Groupies.
Groupies? Oh, yeah, for sure. I have women trying to take me home.
Oh, wow.
I stole someone from a guy. I stole a girl from a guy one time. Not even my fault. I didn't even try. Like, she was dancing on him. It was one of my homies. I'm not gonna say his name. But a girl was dancing on my homie. We were in the club. We were celebrating. Had just performed. Now we're just celebrating, right? I'm just doing my thing. And then she's all like, then she's turned to me. And then all of a sudden she just starts dancing next to me. And then she's dancing on me. And then the rest of the night, she's trying to grab my hand, and I'm like, girl. And then homie's pissed at me, and I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. First time that ever happened, but it was crazy. But yeah, like women show me love too. Don't forget.
That's lit as fuck.
Now I gotta ask you the question though. Did you ever see that situation where there was a couple, she was doing music, and Drake asked her to do a song? She did the song, and then Drake knocked her down, and then it was like they had like an 18-year relationship. He
Wait.
fucked the relationship up.
Like she left the dude?
She went to go do the song with Drake, and then obviously it's Drake, so he spent. Then there was another situation where a girl was like, she had a boyfriend that wouldn't let her do a song with
I saw
Drake
that
because he
one.
was insecure. If you were in that same scenario, right, where your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever is telling you, hell no, you can't go over there. Would
And
you
it's
choose your
over.
career or choose?
It's over.
Yeah.
I've broken up with people, like people that I've been trying to talk to or whatever, like over music. Just because like not only is it like time consuming, but it comes to a point where I don't have time to think about you all day and to think about raps all day. So I always end up cutting it off, and it sucks, and I'm sorry, but it's like music,
but this is
music
your
is number
dream.
one. Yeah, it's like this is the most important thing to me, you know, besides
Right.
my family, God, just like that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So now I gotta ask you, man, because one of the things about you, when I look at your profile, it looks very polished. Like it looked like you already made it.
Really?
Hell yeah, it look like you already made it. I'm like,
I
damn,
always
she look
wonder
like she
what it
already
looks
on.
like to people.
You look like you already all your videos are super fucking crystal clear. They're nice, dope.
Thank
so
you.
now I gotta ask you, if you had they gave you $1 billion. They said, here, Krystall, $1 billion, go shoot a music video. What would that music video look like?
Damn, $1 billion. Damn, okay, let me see.
999 M's going in my pocket.
Wow. See, the funny thing is I could pull it off for way less than that because I know where to cut corners, you know what I mean?
You got to in the whole Billy.
Oh, shit. I'm putting tanks in there. I'm putting airplanes. I'm putting, like, we were talking about submarines earlier. I'm putting a submarine in that shit somehow. Like, an octopus.
A submarine?
An octopus is going to be in that
Hold
shit.
on. What you going to do with a submarine?
Be in it.
I'm in that
I'm rapping
motherfucker.
through the window. Camera guy gonna be outside. Like, nah, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna ride an elephant. I don't know. I'm going to Dubai. Like, I'm gonna be in the desert. Like, all over the world. One scene in every country in the world.
For $1 billion, you can fucking do it.
Yo, I'm going to the bottom of the ocean
Man.
with $1 billion.
What is your favorite? Not your favorite. What city haven't you been to yet that you would love to go to and let them feel your presence and touch it with the music?
That I haven't been to?
Yeah.
Been to let me see. In the U.S.?
Don't matter.
I really want to go to like London. You know what I mean?
dope.
Like that's what I want to go for sure. But my dream destination to tour is like Japan. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm not gonna feel like I made it until I'm in Tokyo. You know?
Has anybody from those countries reached out to you? Like, have you got any traction from those? Or
The
streams from
closest thing that has happened from anything over there was I think in Japan. I dropped this song called One More Time with Paula Deanda, and it was getting spins out there. Like
that's
we
dope.
had mad spins out there, and people were even like recording videos in the I guess their clubs, and people were dancing to it. And
Oh shit, you should have went right there.
yeah, I know. It's like man, like so that caught a little buzz out there, and that was like really the first time I really saw like an opportunity for sure. So yeah, I would love to go to Japan.
When is the last time you felt like, man, this shit ain't even real? Like, I can't even believe I'm doing this right here.
That it's not even real.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is my life.
This is my life right now.
That happens once a day at least. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I'll wake up and realize like I gotta get up and rap. You know, that's how I make my money. Or someone will pay me for a feature, and it's like I just made this, and how long it took me to write the verse. Like that's how much I made it.
Man, that nigga, Lil Yachty, he was like, man, do you know right now I have to rap? He said, my bills alone are $51,000. I have to rap. Has it gotten to that point for you? Well, not the $51,000, not that, but like.
How much is the upkeep? You know, for you to.
It's a lot, especially for female. Like you got hair, makeup, outfits. You know what I mean? Like even for video. Yeah.
No, what do you spend monthly on your upkeep?
Man, what I would like to look, because I keep it modest, just because you know I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, but something that I feel like I could keep up with, like if someone gave me even $5,000 a month, like that's just being modest.
That's easy.
That's just modest, right? Like if I had $5,000 a month just to spend on upkeep, like no bills, don't like nothing else, just my look, I'd be like tip top all the time. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even get nails because I didn't have time to go hit up the nail lady and just be like making it happen. You know what I mean? But
man, that nail shit is hard to motherfucker.
it is, you know. So like I would love to like increase that number as I go, just because like I still haven't tried wigs. I would love to try wigs. You know what I mean? I would love to try like more expensive heels and more, you know, just everything gets a little more.
So what do you do with all this hair if you got a wig on? Where does that go?
No, I take care of it. I take care of it.
But man, you a superstar, man. It's like I can see why people gravitate. I mean, you got the look, you can rap. It's like it feels like it's almost inevitable for you to make it to the top for real. Like,
thank you.
So when you make it to the top, man.
When
you make it to the top and you get that $1 billion check,
yes,
right? Because we're gonna speak that into existence. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get $1 billion?
Not the first thing, because we know you're gonna buy your family a house and all that.
Yep.
What's gonna be your frivolous purchase? The purchase that's all about you. What your most frivolous purchase? There's some bullshit like that you just been wanting, you gonna get it.
My biggest purchase. I mean, of course, you know. I mean, there's the house, there's the cars, the clothes, whatever. But I just want to be iced the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like I just want to be iced.
What?
I want it all over. I want an anklet. I want toe rings. Like I want everything.
What you gonna get first? The watch or the chain?
Huh?
The watch or the chain? What you gonna get first?
I want the chain first. I want the chain first.
Who gonna make it? Who you want to make it?
Oh well, Johnny Day made this one.
Okay,
so I'm gonna keep it. You know, same person.
Man, you look like you might go to Emmett. Emmett got better diamonds, I think, maybe.
I mean, whoever
I'm just fucking with you.
whoever got the right deal.
I'm fucking. Stupid ass. Yeah, we can't wait. We cannot wait.
No, I can't wait. I want the choker. I want the long one. I want the everything. You know.
Yeah.
So man, before we get out of here, man, tell them what you are working on, what is coming up for Krystall Popping, yo.
So y'all, I got a mixtape coming out with Big Jade representing Texas.
Hey.
Yeah, it's called Flavors. The whole mixtape's called Flavors because
And her flavor is cherry popping.
cherry popping, baby.
You ever seen a black and brown mixture of, especially on the woman's side? I don't think we've ever seen that. So y'all might be setting a big, you know.
I hope
that might some
so.
big shit,
I hope so. I really do. And I feel like people are gonna feel it because the thing about the tape is that I feel like we're both being ourselves. Like we're not trying anything. We're just in there together. So yeah, I agree. I definitely feel that we sound good. We don't sound forced at all. And I think that that's really cool. I think it inspires more female collaboration. You know what I mean?
Amen.
It also shows like what Texas can bring to the table to the rest of the world, you know? I think that it's a really good first step, you know, forward, I think.
No, definitely.
And it's jamming, so.
So after Flavors, we got anything planned? Any surprises after that? What are we working on?
I got another video coming out very soon. It's called Krystall Popping.
Okay.
And it's just like a spin-off of my name, Krystall Popping. And after that, I just want to go on tour. I really, really want to go on a full Texas tour, just like jam-packed with shows and stuff like that. I got merch line coming out soon.
I see you had a shirt with you on it. Yeah. You had some shit.
Yeah. I got a shirt with me coming. I got a couple shirts coming out actually, and I'm designing them. So I draw like these little designs and stuff, and
dope.
they're gonna be on my merch as well.
Yeah, we need some of those for sure.
Yeah, okay, I'll definitely get you guys some for sure.
We're gonna wear that shit for shit.
Yeah, they're dope as fuck.
Then we're gonna come to El Paso.
Yeah, El Paso shit. El Paso better show out for me because like I feel there's definitely artists from El Paso, but you know I'm coming hard with it. Like I hope you all are proud of me because I'm representing it for sure. Yeah, like I think that I just want to keep going. I don't want to stop. Like I don't want to stop the momentum. I got way more music. I already got the next project in the pipeline as well. So I'm just rolling this out right now because the next one I'm ready to drop it too.
Amen. So, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to go ahead and shout out my team for always having my back and helping me reach this point. I definitely want to shout out my family for always being supportive because artists sometimes don't have that family support, which in turn affects them very deeply artistically. I want to shout out Accomplice for the link up, getting me to y'all for sure. This was dope as fuck.
High rollers. Them niggas got some money over there, man.
Yeah. I definitely want to shout out Big Jade. I just want to say thank you for rocking with me the way you do and shit. I'm proud of this tape. I hope you are too. I feel like you are. I want to shout out and all my supporters, anyone out there that if you've been knowing about me, you know this is not my first day on the job, and you know this is not my first year on the job. So if you've been rocking with me or if you're barely tuning in and you support me, I want to thank you guys so much because I definitely am still independent. I work with a small independent label, which is called Lion Legacy. I'm the first artist, but they're planning on growing, and you know, but I'm still you know putting in a lot of the work myself.
And tell them you employee of the month.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, you know what I mean? That's me.
For anybody, go ahead.
Nah, I just wanna thank anyone who believes in me because I'm not gonna stop. Like, I wanna keep going.
On God. For anybody who want to get in contact with you for any bookings or features, how would they do that?
So I have a number on my Instagram. That's the best way for you to get me booked. Anything you want to do, if you want to do business or you're serious about business. I'm also a businesswoman, so everyone likes to ask me for free shit, but this is how I eat. So you definitely need to
so stay out the DMs. Stay out the DMs with the fuckery.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, hit that number in my bio. Check out the tape. Let me know what you think. If you love it or if you hate it, I want to hear about it. Let me know. Come yell at me. Use me as a punching bag if you need to let some stress out. Like, I don't know, whatever you need to do, but I'm here for it. And I'm here for the long run, so.
Amen. Man, Krystall Popping, we thank you for just coming and kicking it with us for a little bit, man. 32 flavors out now featuring Big Jade, mixtape Flavors coming out featuring Big Jade.
Cheat with your mind.
If you
If
cheat
you
with your
cheat
mind,
with your mind, you've already cheated.
you already cheated.
We thank you so much for coming. Don't get too lit to forget. Anytime you in Dallas, come fuck with us.
Yes.
You are a real life street star.
Thank you.
Shout out Reallyfe street stars, nigga. Moving.